Let's go ahead and bring in Kelly Woodley. She is the property manager over at the mall. Great to have you with us.
Good morning. Happy Friday. Thanks for having me back.
So with someone who has connections with the retail world, a day like today must be an exciting day.
It's like Christmas, Hanukkah, every holiday put together in one.
So as we all know, the restrictions are being eased just a tidbit here in the state of Michigan, but every little inch matters to the business owners. Kelly, tell us what's going on over at the mall, because you have so many different businesses in the mall that, reach so many of these, companies that need this help right now.
We do. It's been a tough year, but today we're here. It's Friday. The sun is shining. Restrictions are getting a little bit lighter, and I think we're all starting to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. So while I thank everyone for their support this past year, we're thrilled to see restaurants now able to operate indoor dining up to 50% starting today. Retail will also be 50% starting today. And that's exciting. Like you said, every inch matters, every square foot matters, and the more of our customers, shoppers, and friends that we can safely welcome back in, we're all just thrilled, over the moon.
Because, it could be one sale a day or 5 sales a day, but that adds up over time, and that helps support the local entities that are in our backyard to get them through this pandemic. So anything going on this weekend?
So much going on this weekend. I was thrilled when I got the call to join you today, because right now we're right in the middle of Tapper's Ultimate Wedding Weekend. So that's now through Sunday. And, if you're thinking of getting engaged or upgrading a ring or just adding to your collection, they have so many special sales and wonderful pieces that you can go look at. So many sales. How much time do I have? Some of our boutiques are having sales. They're up to 90% off at Guys and Gals at some of their winter merchandise, but they're also quickly getting in the spring merchandise. So lots of really great finds in there. The retail merchandise has changed a little bit to adapt with our trends, and now you're seeing a lot more of the cozy leggings, and I think they're called joggers these days. My teenage daughter would be embarrassed of me, but
I know, because all of a sudden skinny jeans and side parts are out, and you're like, what?
Right. Don't look at my side part.
I know, I have a side part today too. Kelly, how's it been for some of these retail stores that sell clothing? Because, a lot of times this would be the time that I would buy a lot of things for next year, because it's like you said, you can get such great sales, and there's nothing better than next year opening your closet and forgetting you bought something, but it's brand new and you need it and you can use it, and it's winter again and you got such a good deal on it. But what was the inventory like for some of your retail outlets because of the supply chain during the pandemic?
It's been different. I think for all of us, the unknown has been the biggest challenge. But what I've said this whole past year is we have some of the strongest and most adaptable retailers. So they've quickly adapted, and they're bringing in the stuff that we all still want and need. Like the joggers that I mentioned, and they're adapting with the changes as well. But that being said, they still are ready as soon as we can go back to all of our events and weddings and bar mitzvahs, and they'll have those items for you as well. But they've changed. They're tough, and they're ready to get you whatever you need for any situation.
Well, it is a good time to shop on those winter clearance deals. What about some of the other businesses over there? The great thing about the mall, Orchard Mall, for those that haven't been, is you have such a diverse network of businesses, and some are, kind of that outdoor feeling, some are more indoor, but there is something for everyone over there.
There is. We have, like I mentioned, some of our restaurants. We have fashion. We have jewelry. We have premier pet supplies. So everything you need and want for your pets. And speaking of pets, I'm excited that tomorrow, Saturday, at the mall from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., Detroit Dog Rescue will be with us. They're having their first live adoption event since the beginning of the pandemic, and I'm thrilled that they picked our location and they're bringing us all the puppies. They have over 20 puppies available right now, which is a lot for them, and they have some large dogs available too. So I encourage everyone, if you're still looking for that pandemic pet, there are some fabulous dogs that need home, and my friend Christina at Detroit Dog Rescue would be excited to see you.
We love Christina, and who doesn't love puppies? Like, if you're just not having a good day, go over there and just play with the puppies. It's
right.
the little puppy breath and I love puppies.
Right. So you can go see the puppies, go try on engagement rings at Tappers, go get a bite to eat now that the restaurants have a little bit more room.
I will say, if you're a dude and you just started dating someone, that's like a win-win-win over there. Like, number one, hey, let's go get lunch. Oh, look, there are puppies. Oh, let's stop in the jewelry store. And it's like, you make any girl happy.
Take me.
Right?
I mean, no, my husband can take me. I wasn't signing up for anything.
Hey, DDR, are they bringing any merchandise to sell?
Of course. They always have their merchandise with them, and every dollar spent on their merchandise goes right to the dogs of Detroit. And what I told Christina the last time I saw her was, I love their merchandise because it's really good quality, and that's something that's always been important to her. So it's not like you're buying a scratchy t-shirt because you want your donation money to go toward a good cause. You're actually getting good quality merchandise and supporting the dogs of Detroit as well.
What about some of the restaurants?
Our restaurants are ready. They're excited to see people and have them inside. They also adapted to the change this past year and have done a lot of their business as carryout. So it's like now we can all open our doors and have our friends back to our homes. They feel the same way about their restaurant. They're excited to have you in and have that personal experience back again.
Kelly Woodley joining us from the Orchard Mall here on the Oakland County Megacast. I'm sorry, I just forwarded the wrong image to you. I forwarded your own image back. Anyway, with these regulations that are being relaxed at the state level, looking at the Orchard Mall, unlike a lot of other places, a lot of these businesses have figured out a way to survive throughout the pandemic. You mentioned earlier how their adaptation throughout this pandemic has been amazing to you and to many people that are regular customers of those businesses as well. With these regulations starting to be relaxed, does that kind of seem like a bit of a moment of exhaling to them as they can see kind of a light at the end of the tunnel while still being cautious and still knowing that things can go back, but still also looking forward and saying this might be the sign that we have survived this?
I think so, and just psychologically, it's almost like the change of the season. Like the sun is coming out again, and brighter times are ahead. And winter in Michigan can be difficult, and I think winter in Michigan during a pandemic was stressful for all of us, and for these retailers, these mom and pop local retailers that put their heart and soul and their livelihood into their business. It was a very, very difficult time. So yes, it is certainly like a breath of fresh air and the sun coming out again. And I can assure you that they have been very adaptive, and they're all very cautious as well. And they do recognize that with these lifting of the restrictions, there are safety measures that have to be taken very seriously, because the last thing they want to do is go back into the dark days of winter and be unable to see their customers and to have that experience. So they'll do everything they can to keep people safe and comfortable and healthy.
With us right now is Kelly Woodley over at Orchard Mall. With that, Kelly, how's it going for some of your businesses? I know that you have it used to be the grocery store, but Planet Fitness. Are they back open? How are they doing right now?
They are. They're back open, and they've also put all of the safety measures in place, and they're starting to see the traffic pick up. Everyone is socially distanced and working out and wearing their masks. And, I think part of keeping us all healthy is making sure that we're still moving our bodies. So Planet Fitness is open. I think the restriction gets increased to 30% capacity today. With that, True Martial Arts has also opened for indoor classes, and they do a lot of classes for our youth in the community. They do after-school programming, and I think that's another thing that's been missing these past couple of months, and it's just very important to keep that structure and enrichment in our kids' lives. And, I've just been thrilled to see those kids back in the mall and lining up for martial arts. It's been great.
So are you back in your office now?
I am today. I'm still working quite a bit from home because we're trying to space out who's coming in and out of our office. But I'm trying to get out at least once a week so that I can get out to the properties and see the tenants and customers and get a little bit of socialization and interaction myself. So today I'm out.
Right, because what's it been like when you're working from home, but you're also balancing your home life with your work life? So to even be able to get out one day, 2 days a week, is it helping you? Is how you're working as well?
Yeah, it's been great. I have been very fortunate to work for a company that quickly adapted and quickly sent us all home and got us everything that we needed technology-wise, and to keep us safe and healthy, and also to keep connection with each other. But sure, one of my favorite parts of my job is getting out and going to the properties and going to see these business owners. And, I don't want to sit at home while they're all in the mall working just as hard as they have been. I want to be there for them too. So it is making me much happier to have some sunshine back in my life.
I wonder, as we all start to get back into our routines that we once knew them, the one thing that was always so popular wherever you work, whichever place, is like that, group candy dish. Like you would, after Halloween, everyone brings in their leftover candy. Sure. After Easter, you buy it, it's 50% off. I wonder, is that going to go away, or are we going to be like,
it's over?
It's gone. Ronnie, say goodbye.
Say goodbye. Because a lot of times what I would do is wait for the day after sales, especially like Valentine's Day or something, and everything goes 50, 75% off, and buy a ton of it, and then you keep it in your office and people come in, they talk to you. Because at one time, I even opened up a full coffee bar. We had a sign that we had open and close on. You could come in, make coffee and tea, and it was just a way for me to try to get the agents to come up to my office and talk to me. I'd be like, hey, can I make you a coffee? Or I have chocolate, I have cookies, so, but I guess that's going away.
Well, you can still do anything wrapped, I think. I think that's a safe bet.
Sure.
Kelly Woodley with us here on the MegaCast. She's the property manager for Orchard Mall. Kelly, another minute or two here with you on the show. Anything we didn't ask maybe that you want to touch on before we say goodbye?
I think it's always super important to us that you shop local and you support the community that you're in. Another thing that's going on right now is the Best of Our Detroit magazine. And, I thank you for supporting these businesses the past year, but one extra cherry on top would be to go to ourdetroit.com and cast a vote for your favorite businesses. And it doesn't have to be Orchard Mall. I would say that for any business that you frequent in the community, just do what you can to support these people, because they sure do appreciate it.
So if a business does get recognized in our magazine, how much does that help their business?
Quite a bit. I think it's another step to getting your name out there and getting that recognition, and it's important, even if it doesn't boost sales right away, just to say, wow, we accomplished this in one of the most difficult years in business, in retail, in dining, in any industry. It's hard right now. So I think, just having the support of the community is so meaningful.
You're listening to 89.3 WBLD Orchard Lake, 88.1 WBFH Bloomfield Hills. Kelly, always great having you with us.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's nice to see you, and on a sunny Friday nonetheless.
Exactly. And maybe we'll take Trixie over to Premier Pet Supply tomorrow and see Christina and all her good volunteers over there as well. One thing that's great about Detroit Dog Rescue is if you have a rescue dog, they know how to interact with rescue dogs. So, Kelly, we have a rescue mutt. She's like a lab schnauzer, we think. We don't know. But she gets people, like when she meets people, you can't make eye contact with her. It's, I don't know, something weird went with her. But we took her the last time and she got to meet Christina and the entire team. But they're so well accustomed to trying to work with some of these dogs. So they do a great job on that. So swing by, say hi to everyone, buy a sweatshirt, buy a t-shirt, support them, and then get some snacks for your dogs over at Premier Pet Supply.